Come on, mate, put your head in.
Yeah. Well, I think they said he gets 3 for that, 4 if he fights it.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, that's...
What about the one where he dumped him with his legs?
Yeah.
Does he get anything for that?
I didn't see anything, so I saw the...
All I saw today was the 3 for that, 4 if he fights it and loses. But they never mentioned the other tackle.
No, well, I can only assume if they didn't mention it...
He's only got that.
There's nothing there.
Mm.
That's all I can figure is that... Because I looked at it and I'm like, it didn't mention the tackle, so it must be... It must be okay.
Mm. These teams with their fucking ducks and drakes, like not putting the line up about half an hour before.
Oh,
Like, mate, honestly, if I was to call women's, I would struggle, bro, because I don't watch women's. Follow the scores and that, but I don't watch the women's, mate. And I'd be so reliant on getting that team list, I'd be fucked.
Team list? Team list?
Don't you get on dribble?
Yeah, that's the only place I get it.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I was at Northern Macedonia Park last year at Wollongong.
Mm.
That's what we refer to it as.
Yeah.
I call it Northern Macedonia Park, whatever.
Yeah.
Down there for a Stingrays game.
Yeah.
I said, like, oh, hey guys, where do I get the team list? Like, I'm looking for a printout or a handwritten on the back of the...
Yeah.
And it's like, are you shitting me? Are you fucking shitting me?
I mean, the bit easy, like even yesterday, right? I don't know Perco, but I knew they'd be sort of the same sort of, and I've called a couple of times lately. I haven't called St George last week, all year, but you know, I watched the game yesterday, and their other than change of keepers, are exactly the same as last week.
Same lineup, yeah.
But I don't know the coach, right? Because he's never coached in NPL before, so he's new. But like, there's still those couple of guys I don't know. Whereas, like, when I call Wanderers and Blacktown the next few weeks, like,
you know them.
Christo will give me the lineup, like basically on that how they do it on the app, and they've got all the players in the position. He'll screenshot and send it, like he'll send that to me.
Yeah.
And Credo will tell me who's available, who's not. But even Credo doesn't sort of give you the team lineup. He's like, oh, I'm not sure, a couple of guys, and I'll see how they warm up. And like, I know Credo so well.
That is the biggest crock going on.
Jimmy, Sydney's coach, I'll message him during the week, and he'll say, I'll ring you on Saturday morning.
I'll let you know.
And then he'll ring me and he'll say, okay, mate, we've got this guy not playing, this guy's unavailable, this guy's playing, this guy's making his debut, he's 16 years old, he does this, he does that.
Yeah.
So then when I call the game, I've got all the intel. Or I'll meet him at the ground, I'll find him, I'll sit down with him, and I'll give him my book, and he puts the line up on there, and he puts notes on my paper. So I've got that in front of me.
You got everything.
But
and
they don't really help us.
I'm literally coming in cold. I don't know any, besides a couple of the Blacktown boys.
Mm.
Yeah, and it's the Travis Makers, the Danny Choys, the Mario Chabos.
Yeah.
Besides them, I don't know anybody.
Yeah.
I know nobody.
Yeah.
Sydney, well, they changed from last year. They cleaned out.
Well, they've got a whole new...
Yeah, so I don't know.
Those senior guys that are in the A-League system now, or they've moved to other clubs.
Yeah, so like, I don't know any of them.
Yeah.
I don't follow the men's league. Like you said, I see the scores, but I don't follow it.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody. The women, I did MacArthur last week for the first time. They've got all their A-League players out.
Mm.
So I don't know... Yeah, I could look at when they've got their A-League players available. I know Beth Gordon, Mel Caceres, Indy Breyer.
Yeah.
I know these guys. I can spot
anyone I know is out, like Chabau's out, he's suspended.
Yeah.
I know I don't know if he's suspended, but he's out. And Grant Lynch is over playing Asian Cup for futsal, so he's unavailable.
So he's out. But like, I don't know anyone in the lineup.
I can give you their formation once I see who's in their starting lineup, who's playing where.
But without dribble, I've got no idea, and I'm like, I don't know these guys, so I can't do it by sight.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I don't know them.
Yeah, it's hard.
The women I know, I can recognise. Oh, there's Caceres, Beth Gordon. They got Kelly Brown playing forward, Shams in goal. I can pick half the team just by sight.
It's Bethany Gordon, not Beth. She doesn't like Beth.
I always go with Bethany, but...
No, I'm joking, but she doesn't. She doesn't like Beth.
Doesn't she?
No.
'Cause I've heard Nicholas say that a couple of
No,
times.
it's Bethany Gordon. She doesn't like Beth.
Oh, okay.
Because we were up at, like, Pete, Stephen was coaching one of the
Yeah.
New South Wales teams up at Nationals. Isaac was in, you know,
Yeah.
the 12 New South Wales team for futsal. And I was chatting, and I meant, because even Stephen says, calls her Bethany, he doesn't call her Beth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, she doesn't like
Even
Beth.
he doesn't say it.
No, he doesn't call her Beth, he just calls her Bethany. I reckon he's got the shits, he probably calls her Beth.
Yeah, that's when you're in trouble.
You know?
I always sort of went the other way. You got the full name when you're in trouble.
Yeah, no, she's the reverse. But definitely it's Bethany, mate.
Yeah.
Even
I know that's what I say on air, but
yeah.
yeah, I've heard Nicholas say that.
And women are, mate, even the women, like, names, right? It could be, you know, they've got these unisex names they use these
Oh,
days.
yes.
But you pronounce it how the boys pronounce it, or how it's traditionally pronounced.
And
They don't say it. They don't say it that way.
Nah.
They smash
they
you on
fire
things.
up.
I'm like, they're worse than the guys.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
guys don't care.
They fire up chronically.
Like the Spirit goalkeeper's Christopher Marks, right? But everyone
Yeah.
calls him Marquez. I'm the only one that calls him Marks.
Is it Marks or Marquez?
No, it's Marks.
Marks.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I would have gone with Marquez.
Because he said Portuguese thingy, but when the family came here, it was Marks, right? But everyone says Marquez. He goes, I don't care, Marquez, but it's 1,000% Marks.
That's what it is.
I asked him, but every other commentator calls him Marquez. But he doesn't care, right? If that was a female, they'll call you out on social media.
I had to laugh. I got a phone call. My daughter's got an appointment, medical appointment coming up in a week and a half. And he said, email, oh no, it's for me, sorry. It's something I was doing. Email address is Michael_Sheen, Sean, Sheen. The number of times I get my name, they get my name wrong. And these are people who either know me, like the Carpet Football or New South Wales, places like that. And it's like, guys, I've been doing this for years, you know me, and you still can't get my name right. Like, come on, and it's not like it's a complicated spelling.
Well, that's like my name, right? Gotsis.
Yeah.
Sis.
Yeah. Not
How many people say goddess? It's like, fuck, where's the other S?
It's a drop one.
My name's told me one of my mates from school calls him goddess. Oh no, one of his kids in the Wanderers team calls him goddess. And I'm like, are you serious? He's like, yeah, he calls him goddess. I don't care. It's like, yeah, but how are these fucking people? God, sis, it's not that hard. GO2 is God. SIS is sis and his sister.
Put it
It's
together.
not that rocket's not hard, but it's goddess. Okay.
Whatever, mate. I've had my name mangled more
Like you have a full
First rule of broadcasting, mate.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's full time in the other 20s. Blacktown City 4 defeated Sydney FC 0. Goal scorers today for Blacktown City, a double to Jaden Brumley and a double to Frankie Willingham. Full time here at Eden Stadium, under 20s. Blacktown City 4, Sydney FC 0. Blacktown City would like to thank their sponsors for their support in season 2024. Principal partner Walker. Corporate sponsors Linden Homes, Menzo Hospitality, Sinorama, Blacktown, Blacktown City Council, Retreat Towing, Blacktown Workers, Sets AV, Connex, NSC Financial, Land Projects, Eagle Development, Milo, Boys in the Box, Denver Vision, Exotic Nurseries, City Child Gallery, Access Fire, Swar 99.9 FM.
1 2 1 2 1 2 3. Yeah, pull that back a bit. Pull that back a fair bit actually. That's coming through pretty.
Football. Tire Factory, ladies, your big thank
Okay,
you.
1 2 1 2 1 2 3. About there. About there. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Sounding good? 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5. Maybe down a. Want that down a little bit.
Fantastic action coming up.
1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Yeah, sounds about good.
Number 40, Alexander Zavadinos. Number 2, Noah Matthew. Number 3, Tyler Williams. Number 4, Joseph Kalisic. Number 5, Menuethu Como. Number 7, Marin France. Number 9, Bailey Callahan. Number 10, Captain Will Kennedy. Number 17, Ayuk Mao. Number 18, Matthew Scarcella. Number 24, Wataru Kamijo. On the bench for Sydney FC, number 6, Dylan Rose. Number 8, Lachlan Middleton. Number 14, Jared Middleton. Number 30, Sean Suzuki. Number 33, Mateus McAllister. Number 35, Jai Rose. They are coached by Jimmy Van Buren. Now to your side, Blacktown City, they line up like this today. Number 1 and captain, Tristan Prendergast. Number 4, Lockie Campbell. Number 5, Grant Lynch. Number 6, Adam Berry. Number 7, the Major, Travis Major. Number 8, Jack O'Brien. Number 12, Tyron Burney. Number 17, Martin Fernandez. Number 18, Nick O'Brien. Number 22, Jacob Maniti. Rounding out the starting 11, number 23, the Iceman, Joey Gibbs. On the bench for Blacktown City, number 3, Jaden Trenkowski. Number 9, Ruben Waratifi. 14, Mitchell Malia. 19, Julian Rodriguez. 29, Zach Butler. Reserve goalkeeper, number 20, Caden Henderson. They're coached by the one and only Mark Crittenden. Today's referee, Danny Horsted. The assistant referees, Aranath Gobinath and Thomas Dale. Blake Sanchez Cruz is your 4th official.
One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Gentlemen, welcome to Landon
Round
Stadium.
9 of NPL Men's New South Wales football
Sydney
brings
FC,
to Landon
York,
Stadium on Sunday
Blacktown
afternoon
City.
as Blacktown City takes on Sydney FC. Good afternoon, everybody. Mike Sheen with you for the call on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday afternoon. We get set for this game, a vital game for both teams. Blacktown City looking to keep their position in touch with the teams at the top of the ladder. Sydney FC, a disappointing start to the first third of the season, and they'll be hoping to rectify that with 3 points this afternoon. Teams are in, let's have a look at them ahead of this round 9 match. For Blacktown City, the captain and goalkeeper, number 1, Tristan Prendergast. The rest of the lineup: 4, Lachlan Campbell; 5, Grant Lynch; 6, Adam Berry; 7, Travis Major; 8, Jack O'Brien; 12, Kyron Burney; 17, Martin Fernandez; 18, Nick O'Brien; 22, Jacob Maniti; and 23, Joey Gibbs. Reserve keepers, number 20, Caden Henderson; the other subs, 3, Jaden Trenkowski; 9, Ruben Awaratifi; 14, Mitchell Malia; 19, Julian Rodriguez; and 29, Zach Butler for coach Mark Crittenden. For Sydney FC, Jimmy Van Wieren has named this lineup this afternoon. Number 40, Alex Zavadinos is the starting keeper. The rest of the lineup: 2, Noah Mappy; 3, Tyler Williams; 4, Joseph Kalusic; 5, Miluwadu Nkomo; 7, Marin France; 9, Bailey Callahan; 10, the captain Will Kennedy; 17, Ayuk Mao; 18, Matthew Scarcella; and 24, Wataru Kamijo. The reserve keeper is number 30, Sean Suzuki. The other subs: 6, Dylan Rose; 8, Lachlan Middleton; 14, Jared Middleton; 33, Matthias McAllister; and 35, Jai Rhodes. An overcast and warm Sunday afternoon in the northwest. Temperature in the mid to high 20s. A very warm afternoon. Some cloud cover around, so making things a little bit interesting for players and spectators alike. So we're looking forward to what should be an entertaining match between Blacktown City and Sydney FC this afternoon. Blacktown City in their traditional all black. Sydney FC in the now customary sky blue with the navy shorts. Our referee this afternoon is Danny Horsted. Aranaf Gobanaf and Thomas Dale are the assistants. Blake Sanchez Cruz has the board as the fourth official. Handshakes on the touchline between the Blacktown coaching staff and our fourth official. Danny Horsted, an experienced referee, in charge of this one. And we're ready to rock and roll for Sunday afternoon football. Round 9 of the NPL New South Wales men's competition. It'll be Blacktown City to kick off through Joey Gibbs, and there's the whistle. We are away for this round 9 fixture. And here's an early chance for the home side. It just won't break for them. That's Maniti going to the right-hand side. Nice ball forward, trying to pick out Major. Got 2 defenders there, and they almost do enough to shut it down. But Sydney FC able to do enough to reload. Now it's Nick O'Brien. Everyone getting an early touch here. Virtually no wind to speak of here at Landon this afternoon, so a perfect afternoon for weather. No need for the long sleeves today. Certainly a balmy autumnal afternoon in Sydney town. There's Maniti. Lynch just checks up, finds a bit of space. Here's Gibbs. He'll be a marked man this afternoon. Joey Gibbs, no doubt. Down that right flank. There's Nkomo cleaning up for Sydney. Territory's all been with the home team in the first couple of minutes. Danny Horsted ruling no foul there. Nkomo, in fact that's Ayuk Mao. Down the right for Sydney. Good defence there coming from Lachlan Campbell. Now Lynch. Nice turn. Back to the skipper. Lachlan Prendergast. Measured that one. Nice tackle there, but that's illegal in this form of the game. And a yellow card already inside 2 minutes. I think that might have been Kalisic getting the yellow. So already Daddy Horstead's notebook takes some ink on a Sunday. A free kick. About 5 metres in from touch on the right-hand side. It's been all Blacktown City in the first couple of minutes. What can they do from the set piece? Ball tried to be worked into the box. It was a low ball. Gibbs took a touch, lays it off. That was not far away. Travis Major, a worm burner, nearly crept into the bottom corner. No damage done for Alex Zavadinos. And Sydney FC hold on for the time being. Midfield. Fernandez doing well to win it. Campbell of the Lachlan variety. Back to Prendergast, who clears. Tyler Williams. Now it's Fernandez. Getting half a metre of space, Martin Fernandez. Lays it off, shot comes in, and that one always rising. From Jack O'Brien there. One of the noted marksmen in this Blacktown City lineup. Been scoring for fun in the last couple of weeks. Jack O'Brien bagged one in their last outing last Sunday. A 2-2 draw here against Sydney United 58. Scored just on the stroke of half time, but two in the last two outings for Jack O'Brien. Familiar names on the score sheets in the last couple of weeks for the team in black. Malia, Gibbs, O'Brien, Major, likely suspects for the home team to score some much needed goals. They have scored 17 in their opening 8 fixtures. Blacktown rather. Sydney have scored 11. Blacktown have conceded that many. Sydney FC conceding 15, and that's a lovely ball down the right for Jack O'Brien to the byline. Whips it to the back post. Hernandez was there. An air swing coming from Maniti, and the effort there from Tyron Burney, easily claimed by Zavadinos. Camacho has had some time with the senior team. Wataru Camacho. This is one of 5 matches being played this weekend or this afternoon in round 9 of the season, approaching the 1/3 mark of the season. The other matches today, Sydney United 58 taking on Rockdale at Enza Park. James Preston at the helm for that one. At Valentine Sports Park, they've actually moved that one. Central Coast Mariners playing Sydney Olympic. That one also at 3 p.m. At 5 p.m, back to Manly Day at Cromer Park. Manly United taking on the Western Sydney Wanderers in the men's competition. There's a women's match underway right now. Eric Subiano bringing you those games. And the match of the round from the Illawarra. Wollongong taking on Apia Leichhardt right now at Wynn Stadium. Tony Chanus to call all of the action from the gong this afternoon. Would have been a lovely trip down the escarpment this afternoon. 3 matches from yesterday. A couple of interesting results. Sutherland 2-1 over the Blacktown neighbours. Hills United at Seymour Shore. It's a Lovely goal there in the highlights. Check your social media feeds for that one. In the twilight, Will Gotts has called this one Northwest Sydney Spirit 1, St George FC 3. And last night at Penshurst, it was St George City 2, defeating Marconi 1. Nick Kutniak was at the helm for that game last night. It was Will Constantinidis calling the early match at Sutherland yesterday. I believe Pete Pryor is calling the game at Valentine this afternoon. I believe he's on the roster anyway. Have to double check that one. And you've got Mike Sheen with you here at Landon Stadium this afternoon. We've had 7.5 minutes. It's been all Blacktown, but no goals so far. Team sitting 5th on the ladder, certainly pressing hard. A couple of shots on target, as yet none for the Sky Blues, who are sitting in 12th and would like to get out of the Northwest with 3 points this afternoon. See the sun breaking through. It's one of those sort of days where you need the sunglasses and the umbrella handy, because you could need either or both in a very short space of time. Prendergast decides against the long ball. Goes with Nick O'Brien. Pressure coming from Scarcella. Short ball there in the end finds Berry. Now the long ball down the right. That's a lovely ball. It might have too much on it. It doesn't. That's a great ball for Bernie, who cuts it back. Tried to work it into the box. Fernandez. Now the layoff. Maniti. Was blocked. At the back, Lachlan Campbell making sure nothing develops. Ayuk Mao applying the pressure. Lovely ball forward for Fernandez there. Gets brought down. Matthew gives away the free kick. They play on quickly. Joey Gibbs. He lead them a merry dance this afternoon. The veteran Grant Lynch. It's Nick O'Brien. Kicks out Adam Berry. Layoff ball gets worked in by Lynch to the back post. That was dangerously close to 1-0 for Blacktown. Just the stretch was a bit too much there from Jack O'Brien. Couldn't quite get the shot on target. Certainly been an all-action 10 minutes here at Landon Stadium this afternoon. No goals, but plenty of action to our left. Now, Callahan. Not sure if he's known as Harry. Have to find out. Callahan wins the throw. If you know, you know. Sydney FC. Some rare possession. A nice ball forward here. The flag stays down. There's a chance. Mao. Trying to turn Grant Lynch. Good luck. Many a player has tried to turn Grant Lynch over his career, and very few have succeeded. It will be a Blacktown throw on the left. Campbell decides to reload through the captain. Just got it away. Measured it, but only had fractions to spare. Beniti went in hard. Horsted said it was okay. That's referee Danny Horsted. Hoping for a quiet afternoon at the office. Already one player in the notebook. Flag is up for offside against Blacktown. Assistant on the far side, that's Aranath Gobanath. Thomas Dale on the near side. Working the lines today. Sydney FC just getting a fraction of possession in the last couple of minutes. Not a lot, but just a little bit coming their way. Now it's Gamajo for Mao. Look, Mao gets brought down. Free kick goes the way of the Sky Blues. He's looked dangerous, Ayok Mao, this afternoon. Danny Horsted just checking on the welfare, saying no, we're okay. Just give him a minute, but he'll be all right. That'll be Matthew Scarsella and Nkomo over the free kick. Now still a little bit ginger. Scarsella looks like he wants to take this. Dummies Nkomo to the back post. Dealt with by the Blacktown defence. Cleared away that far touch line. It's Kalusic working it forward. Sydney able to keep possession through the captain, Will Kennedy. Blacktown able to win the throw on the right. Camacho, good tackle there for Blacktown. One possession back. Berry double teamed. And find a way through the wall of Sky Blue. Now the visitors coming away with it. Noah Matthew on the right. Trying to chip it into the top of the box. It breaks for Camajo. Where does he want to go? He'll go back to Matthew on the right. Now's the layoff man. Now Scarsella. They're going to hold on to it here. Sydney FC, a little bit of possession. Williams. Now the run coming on the left from Nkomo. Lachlan Campbell says not this time you don't. Force them back and then further pressure sees the Sydney defence back in their own half once again. But they'll have time for another effort. That one easily taken by Tristan Prendergast in goal. Not much pressure coming the way of the shot stopper and skipper after the opening quarter hour. Fernandez was the target there, just over his head. He'll get it now. They'll work it down the left. Joey Gibbs with a little bit of space. Provider this time takes a clearance from Sydney. Lynch. Blacktown to reload. Nick O'Brien. Lachlan Campbell. Combining at the back. Alongside Adam Berry. Grant Lynch playing as a high left wing back almost. Major well offside. Even from up here we could spot that was clearly going to be whistled against the number 7. Pressure coming from Blacktown here. Maniti lifts it over the top. This time the flag stays down. Jack O'Brien towards the byline, works it in nicely. Took a deflection, but breaks for Zavadinos. It's Travis Major on the end of it. Nice build up there. The ball over the top for Jack O'Brien was beautifully delivered. The ball in wasn't bad either. Sydney doing enough in defence to force the save in the end. A partial block, and Zavadinos able to clear the lines in the end. Note in the back is paid there. Going away with Blacktown City. Nick O'Brien winning the foul. Trying to play on quickly. Gibbs. Ways off for Fernandez. Now Berry looking for an option. Has Lynch on his left. That's where he goes. Grant Lynch trying to step past Ayuk Mao. Not able to do so this time. There'll be a throw deep on the Blacktown left-hand side. Trying to work it in here. Blacktown City. Berry. All the way back to Nick O'Brien. A little bit of pressure coming on Lachlan Campbell there. Not too happy with the lack of support getting from he got from midfield. Now Jack O'Brien down the right-hand side. Lovely ball. Joey Gibbs. No cleared on the line. Is it a penalty? I think it might be. I think it's a penalty. It is. Joey Gibbs brought down inside the 6, and referee Danny Horsted has, I believe, pointed to the spot for a penalty to Blacktown City. The protests coming from those in sky blue, but Danny Horsted gives a yellow card to Tyler Williams for those protests. It'll be Blacktown City to try and go one up from the spot. It'll be Travis Major try and do the honours. He scored in 2 of the last 3 for the home team. Can he make it 3 from 4 on the score sheet and open the account for Blacktown City? Clinical finish. Zavadinos went the right way but had no chance.
From the spot, number 7, the Major, Travis Major.
Travis Major gets the goal. It's Blacktown City 1.
Blacktown City 1.
Sydney FC 0. After 20 minutes in the first half here at Landon Stadium. So the home team take the advantage. Nicely converted penalty from Travis Major, giving the home team a 1-0 lead.
Progress scores from around the grounds. Central Coast Mariners Academy 0, Sydney Olympic 1. At Adenza Park, Sydney United 58 0, Rockdale Ellender 0. Down in Wollongong Wolves 1, lead RPL Leichhardt 0.
Okay, just do the scores through around the grounds. Ground announcer Will Gotsis keeping us up to date. Sydney United 58 0, Rockdale Ellender 0. At Adenza Park. In Wollongong, it's Wollongong 1, RPL Leichhardt 0. And at Valentine, it's Central Coast Mariners 0, Sydney Olympic 1. The late match, Manly and Western Sydney Wanderers. Here it's 1-0 as well in favour of Blacktown City. Plenty of football to get through on a Sunday afternoon. Of course, a full round in the men's and women's leagues this afternoon. chance for Sydney FC down the right. Bailey Callahan to the edge of the box, whips it to the back. Looking for a sprinting Marin France. He stretches and does well to keep it in. Now it breaks for Scarcella. Tried to work it in, but Lachlan Campbell gets in the road. Gibbs and Fernandez combining to settle it down. Pick out Jack O'Brien on the right. Now Maffey on the right-hand side. Lynch did enough to force the turnover. Now Joey Gibbs. Leading them a merry dance. In sky blue, that's a beautiful ball forward. Jack O'Brien, he thought about the shot, lays it off. Joey Gibbs takes a touch and it's blocked. Great defence from Sydney FC. They force the corner. Joey Gibbs could have gone the first time himself, decided to lay it off. The shot was there for Jack O'Brien, and the cover defence got back in time to force it out for the corner. First one of the day through 23 minutes. On the Blacktown left-hand side. No one poses no threat whatsoever, and we're going to have a drinks break here at Landon Stadium. Roughly midway through the first half. Blacktown City 1, leading Sydney FC 0.
In the call, if he makes a save, whatever, mention Tristan because he was in the team of the week, but he also was the goalkeeper of the month.
Yes.
That's something.
Yeah, I did see that.
Ready to get back underway here at Landon Stadium. Blacktown City 1, leading Sydney FC 0. There's the whistle from Danny Horsted to get us back underway. It'll be Alex Zavadinos with the goal kick. Campbell nearly getting the foul there. Fernandez will get it this time. Heavy challenge coming from Noah Maffey. Trying to plead his case with referee Horsted, but as is often the case, they fall on deaf ears. So the free kick goes to Blacktown City. Almost broke for Fernandez there. Now the free kick going the way of Sydney. Will Kennedy getting the whistle on that occasion. Foul count relatively low this afternoon. Blacktown with the advantage 4-3 in the fouls 1 category on our sheet anyway.
Scarcella. Kalusic down the left. That's a nice ball forward, but again, the Blacktown defence back in numbers. Danny Horsted ruling no foul. Sloppy ball away, though. Not dealt with by the Sydney defence. Prendergast,
Latest scores from around the grounds.
goalkeeper of the month in the NPL New South Wales Team of the Month in the men's division for February-March. Ball not quite breaking for Blacktown on that occasion. Fernandez was in the area but just couldn't quite get a boot on it. But back to Prendergast, winning the Goalkeepers Award for Player of the Month in February-March. Look at that Team of the Month. Only the one player. And they've found a second here, Blacktown City. Jack O'Brien putting it away to make it 2-0.
Goal to Blacktown City. This is some fantastic lead-up work. Joey Gibbs, score number 8, Jack O'Brien.
Gibbs setting it up, laying it off nicely, and the tapping coming from Jack O'Brien, making it Blacktown City 2, Sydney FC 0 after 29 minutes. So that goal showing how dangerous they can be. Blacktown City, Prendergast, the Keeper of the Month in the Player of the Month Awards. Troy Danaskos from St George FC was the Defender of the Month. Shunta Nakamura from Sydney United 58 won the Midfielders Division. And the Striker of the Month, no surprise, going to Alek Urushevsky from Rockdale City. Of course, the men's and women's leagues having the Player of the Month awards. No penalty there. Referee says he got the ball. Danny Horsted in great position to see that. Ruling no foul. Sydney FC trying to press forward here. Still 15 minutes remaining in the first half. Kalusic. Now they settle it here, Sydney. Jimmy Van Weeren, no doubt. A list of notes for half-time would be getting that little bit longer. Mark Crittenden on the other side, no doubt. Seen pacing inside his area. I'd imagine he'd certainly be the happier of the two coaches. Mind you, 2 goals to the good probably does help your situation. And they've dominated his major. Lovely ball forward, trying to pick out Joey Gibbs. Nkomo back to clean up. Works it down the left. Now Maniti. Swings it left. Grant Lynch measured it, but just a bit too much on it. Fernandez was the target. Sydney's certainly trying to play some up-tempo football, but a little bit sloppy when it comes to the handling. Lynch and Fernandez. Now Berry takes on Scarcella. Now to the right-hand side for Birdie. Lays it off nicely for Berry. Blacktown City threatening here. Ball into the box. Gibbs with a header, sailing over the bar. Shot count heavily in favour of Blacktown City in the first half. keep you up to date with those other scores around the grounds. I can tell you it's still Central Coast 0, Sydney Olympic 1. Rockdale Illendon leading Sydney United 58 1-0. Alec Urashevsky with another goal for Rockdale. And in Wollongong, it's the Wolves 1, Apia 0. Chris McStay on the quarter hour, putting the home side in front. That's our match of the round. Tony Tanous down there in the Illawarra, bringing you all the action. You can watch that one or any of these games live and on demand. Great save from Prendergast. Great tip save over the bar there. Ayuk Mao made the run. First real shot in anger from the Sky Blues today. Leads to a corner. Match of the round. Check your social media channels. On your favourite platform, you'll find plenty of content from the social media team. Hard at work this afternoon, as they are each and every weekend during the season. This afternoon, the men's match is in Wollongong. Good tackle there from Blacktown, coming away with possession inside their own half. Now Travis Major for Fernandez. Inside the 18 he goes. Fernandez tried to skip his way through two defenders, wins the corner. Does nicely. Only the third corner of the game. After nearly 34 minutes. Certainly been an entertaining half hour or so here at Landon Stadium this afternoon. Mike Sheen with you. Great to have you along for the call this afternoon. Corner finally goes the short option. Lynch. Set piece here. Berry lifts it into the top of the box. Good punch. Had to be a good punch there from Zavadinos. Now Maniti settles it for the home team. Berry. Lynch. Fernandez making the run. They want the flag and they get the flag this time. Sydney FC. Get the whistle going their way. Now it's Williams trying to spark something for the Sky Blues. Camajo wide for Matthew on the right-hand side for Sydney. Maniti. Been busy through midfield, Jacob Maniti this afternoon. Lachlan Campbell at the back. Prendergast this time with the long ball to the right. It'll break for Jack O'Brien. Had a man inside, but that one gets sent high and wide over the line and out. A yellow card shown there. I think that was for a foul a little bit earlier on. Looks like Marin France going into the book. Third Sydney FC player this afternoon to be earning the ire of Danny Horsted. That one had to be cleared away by Sydney. They did enough to force another corner. Another corner on the right for the home team, looking to make it three. That one pinballing around in the box. And it comes again. Dangerous ball. Maniti didn't quite get there. Here's a chance for Sydney on the counter-attack. Ayuk Mao, right-hand side. Brought down, no is he going to say foul? Free kick. No corner. Great defence from Blacktown there through Tyron Burney. Corner to the visitors on the right-hand side. Now it'll be Scarcella with the corner kick on the right. And it comes towards goal, easily taken by Tristan Prendergast. Showing why he was voted the keeper of the month. Hasn't had much to do in the opening nearly 40 minutes here at Landon Stadium this afternoon, but when he's been called on, he's been very busy. Kalusic. Intercepted by Joey Gibbs down the line. Flag does go up this time. Tight call on that occasion. Aranath Gobanath in prime position. Mark Crittenden just having a word in the assistant's ear, questioning how that could have been offside, but the assistant was on spot and said he was away, so the call stands. Maniti, Major, tried to turn it, squirted laterally, almost found Burney. Has to double down in defence. France lifts it over the top. That'll be too deep, and Prendergast will take that one easily. Just over 5 minutes to go in the first half. Blacktown City 2, Sydney FC 0. NPL round 9 match for you. There's other scores around the grounds. Central Coast 0, Sydney Olympic 2. Roy O'Donovan getting on the score sheet. In stoppage time at Endenza Park, it's still Sydney United 58-0, Rockdale Illingdon 1. And in Wollongong in stoppage time, Wollongong Wolves 1, Apia Leichhardt 0. Just over an hour away from kick-off, Manly and Western Sydney Wanderers from Cromer Park. Prendergast allowed outside his area. Great ball, Joey Gibbs. Joey Gibbs. Oh, can he put it away? Yes, he can. He almost had him fooled the first time. The cover came back, but he managed to put it away to make it 3 for the home team. Joey Gibbs will get the credit for the goal.
City
but
scored by the Iceman, number 23, Joey Gibbs.
Tristan Prendergast making it
from the back. Blacktown City 3, Sydney FC
happen
0.
on that occasion. Blacktown City 3, Sydney FC 0. Inside 5 to go first half. 3-0. Dangerous scoreline if you're a Sydney FC supporter. It's a big mountain to climb. 3 inside 45 minutes. No doubt Jimmy Van Weeren will have some work to do in the halftime break. Mark Crittenden would be delighted with how his charges are going in black. Sky Blue fans would be just a little concerned. Camacho working it forward, but only found Jacob Maniti Now, Blacktown once again, Travis Major calling for it. Ball was too deep though. The idea was right. The execution left more than a little to be wanting. Blacktown City seemingly in cruise control here on home turf. 3 minutes to the break, plus any added time. Haven't had too many stoppages in the first half, so it should only be a minute or two, you would think, before the break. Here's a chance, Fernandez down the left. Gibbs inside. Fernandez lays off. Jack O'Brien feeds it wide. Major to the byline. The cut back. Oh, that should have been 4. Great ball in for Jack O'Brien, who nearly found the opening. Zavadinos made a great save. And that should have been 4 for Blacktown, bar the great save from the keeper. One of the few highlights for those in blue this afternoon. And a pretty blue afternoon if you're a Sydney FC supporter. There's still over 45 minutes to go though. A long way to run in this one, but on what we've seen so far today, certainly appears as though the home team will come out victorious. That one over the head of Grant Lynch and easily taken at the back by Tristan Prendergast. Half time at Adenza Park. Sydney United 58-0, Rockdale Illingdon 1 around the grounds. Into stoppage time at the other two games. So Wollongong 1, Apia 0. And Sydney Olympic 2, Central Coast 0. That one at Valentine moved from Plume Park to Valentine this afternoon. Mao able to get ahead on it, but that was all he could do. Lusick has been busy at left back. Joe. Now Maffey. City controlling possession and territory heavily in this first half.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum
3 minutes of added
three
time,
additional minutes.
according to
Time
Blake
added on,
Sanchez
3 additional
Cruz.
minutes to be played.
3 minutes shown on the board. Joey Gibbs. Lovely ball forward. Travis Major. Lets it run to the byline. O'Brien chips it. The head on target just over the bar. Another shot from Blacktown City. The shot count ever rising. Half time in Wollongong. Wolves 1, Apia 0. Here it's 3-0 Blacktown City over Sydney FC. Scarcella. Under plenty of pressure here, Sydney FC. They're not handling this press from Blacktown this afternoon at all. Mao, what can he do with it? Got a wall of black in front of him and had no chance to get through there. Adam Berry. Seem a little more composed here, Blacktown, this afternoon. Campbell. And for Nick O'Brien, raking ball down the right. A little too much on that ball, and the byline wins out. Camacho. Pressure coming from Blacktown. Matthew manages to find Camacho, but he only picks out Grant Lynch. Veteran defender, rock solid as per usual. Into the final 60 seconds of the first half. Blacktown City comfortably in control here. Happy to run down the clock. Knowing there's not long to go before the break. Can they find a fourth? Not too many options on the left-hand side. Bernie turns it back inside. Fernandez! 4-0 for the home team. Lovely finish for Martin Fernandez.
17, Marty Fernandez. Blacktown City 4, LA City FC 0.
As you heard in the background, 4-0. And they are doing this in a canter. Blacktown City, Sydney FC. Trouble just growing and growing. Not sure what Jimmy Van Weering can say to his young team at the break. He'll need to find something out of his bag of tricks. And that will be the final play of the first half.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's
At half-time here at Landon Stadium, Blacktown City 4, leading Sydney FC 0. We'll have the second half for you soon here on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel.
Travis Major, Jack O'Brien, Joey Gibbs, and Marty.
Welcome back to Landon Stadium. Half-time in this round 9 NPL men's match between Blacktown City and Sydney FC, and it's been all the home team in the opening 45 minutes. Blacktown City taking a comprehensive 4-0 lead into the half-time break. Multiple goal scorers for the home team as well this afternoon, with Travis Major opening the scoring from the spot in the 20th minute. Took 20 minutes to get the opener, but then after that, the floodgates well and truly opened. Jack O'Brien on 29 minutes, and then 2 inside the final 5. Joey Gibbs with a tap-in from close range, and Martin Fernandez in stoppage time, making it 4-0 to the home side at the break. Waiting for the spectators to make their way back to their seats. The players are on the pitch. No sign of Danny Horsted. I can see him off in the distance, making his way back to the middle of Landon Stadium. What will we see over the next 45 minutes here? And Sydney mount some sort of comeback. Like there's been one change to Sydney FC. I can see Jared Middleton out there for the Sky Blues. Pick up who he's come on for in a moment. And now Jimmy Van Weeren would, dare say, have read the riot act to the visitors at half-time. Like we're just about ready for play to resume now. Shot count, as you saw it a moment ago, 13-1 in favour of Blacktown City. Shots on target, 6-1 to the home team.
Sydney FC going off. Number 4, Joey Kalasic. He's replaced for number
Joseph
14, Jared Middleton.
Going off for the Sky Blues at half-time. We're ready for the second 45 minutes, and there's Danny Horsted giving us the all clear. We are underway for the second half here at Landon Stadium. Blacktown City 4, Sydney FC 0, and handball already going against Blacktown's going against Sydney FC, I should say. Blacktown City getting the free kick. Fouls were fairly even. It was 7-5 at the break in favour of Sydney FC.
Now,
Sydney looking to counter-attack. Ball across to Marin France. Goes down, referee says fair challenge, play on. Jack O'Brien feeds it forward, a lovely ball for Travis Major, in on goal. Just wide of the right-hand post. Probably should have put that one away as well. They've had a couple of half chances that should have been converted, Blacktown City. That probably should have been another one. I guess the question now, if you're a Blacktown supporter, is how many? How far can they win by? Looks like another change as well with Lachlan Middleton out there as well in the number 8 shirt for Sydney FC. So looks like Jimmy Van Weeren's made a double change at the break. Sydney FC certainly needing to do something at the interval. Here is Lachlan Middleton. Now it's France finding finding Lachlan Middleton, my apologies. Both tall, solid boys. Jared playing in defence. Lachlan a bit further forward. City, no doubt, would be a very happy dressing room and huddle at half time. Mark Crittenden would be delighted with what he's seen from his side in the opening 45 minutes, and I'm sure the instructions at the break would be more of the same. Thank you.
Confirmation of the second substitution for Sydney FC at half time. Going off was number 17, Oak Mao, and his replacement, number 8, Lockie Middleton.
So Aok Mao coming off at the break, as we heard in the background. A little surprising to see Aok Mao come off. I thought he was one of the better players for Sydney FC in the first half. Jimmy Van Weeren, that's why he's the coach and I'm the commentator, and I'll stick to doing my job just up here, thank you. I'll leave Jimmy to do the much harder job of doing the coaching and managing the side. There's the graphic on the screen indicating the change. Now Blacktown City City throw on the right. Now it's Bernie. Long ball all the way down to Zavadinos. It's Lachlan Middleton getting it from Camajo. He swings it out to the right, but that's only... He's looking for a possession stat this afternoon, but he'll get one. Excuse me. I think Jimmy was after a stat on the sheet today, but he'll get one regardless. Probably been a long time since Jimmy's picked up any stats for on-field play. A couple of minor technical issues at the moment, but we're resolving those. Free kick to Sydney FC in the meantime. Just inside the centre circle. Sydney do. Can they find some sort of spark? A double change at the break. Sloppy handling though. Travis Major. Maniti trying to thread past Nkomo and pick him out. And Sydney on the counter very briefly. Maniti doing well. Through Nick O'Brien. Now it's Adam Berry. He's controlling defensive midfield, lifting it over the top. Travis Major. Thought about the one time. Jack O'Brien took the one time, but it was like my 7-iron. Hear a whippy van in the background. Can we get two choc tops to the commentary box, thank you. Mine a double with Flake, and he's having a single. So if we can get those up here, thank you, that'd be great. Very rare to hear the ice cream van doing the rounds anymore. Days gone by. Childhood memory, that one. Nkomo focusing on the here and now. Jared Middleton. Rangy centre back, turns it over. Well, that was more on Kennedy, the skipper. Then Middleton. Camacho. He's had a solid game, Wataru Camacho. Middleton down the line for Nkomo. Harassed by Travis Major. Doesn't concede the foul. Ball knocked on by France.
Updated score from Adventure Park.
Nick O'Brien.
United 58 FC 1. Rockdale Ellington 1.
Scores from around the grounds as we heard in the background. Sydney United and Rockdale Ellington tied at 1-1 into the second half. Just past the hour mark there. The other matches: Central Coast Mariners 0, Sydney Olympic 2, and Wollongong Wolves 1, Apia Leichhardt 0 in the Illawarra. Did have a look at the social media at halftime from the NPL New South Wales. Get back to that in a moment. Here's Joey Gibbs steaming in on goal to make it 5. That was a clinical finish from Joey Gibbs. The build-up was beautiful. He only had to put it away, pick his spot, and that's what he did. A lovely finish from Joey Gibbs.
Goal to Blacktown City, second of the night.
His second of the afternoon.
Scored by the Iceman, number 23, Joey Gibbs.
It looks like Sydney FC have seen enough.
Blacktown City 5, now lead Sydney FC 0.
Looks like we can have wholesale changes here on both sides. Looked like Grant Lynch coming off for Blacktown City. Along with, looks like Jack O'Brien also making way. So a double change for the home team. I guess they can start to relax. 5 goals in the bank, you can certainly afford. So Mitchell Marley, one of the subs in for Blacktown City. Quick head count here to do the calculations and the multiple substitutions on both sides, so you need to have eyes in the back of your head trying to keep up with all of that and the action. Looks like Jaden Trinkowski and Mitchell Marley have come on for Blacktown City.
Substitution for Blacktown City going off. Number 5, Grant Major. Replaced by the youngster, number 3, Jaden Trinkowski. Also going off, the well earned deserved break. Number 8, Jack O'Brien. Replaced by number 14, Mitchell Malia.
Ball into the box, headed away by Travis Major for a corner. So I can see we've got Matthias McAllister's come on for Sydney FC. Corner cleared away by Blacktown City. Bringing the changes here, the visitors, trying to find some sort of spark to revive their afternoon. You know, hearing that ice cream van in the background, it's getting me rather hungry just quietly. I might have to run off for a moment and get a choc top or something, a soft serve. If you hear some silence for a couple of minutes, don't panic. Nothing's wrong, I've just gone to get an ice cream. Flag is up for offside against Sydney FC. First one of the afternoon against them. Nkomo. All the way back to Zavadinos. Pressure from Fernandez. Looks like Dylan Rose who's come on. Providing a little bit of spark.
Confirmation of the double substitution for Sydney FC. Going off number 10, Will Kennedy replaced by number 6, Dylan Rose. Also going off for Taro Kamijo, number 24, replaced by Matthias McAllister.
So you heard those changes in the background. Dylan Rose replacing Will Kennedy, the skipper for Sydney FC, and McAllister replacing Kamijo, another one who's had a solid afternoon. Nearly an hour down here at Landon Stadium. 5-0. Blacktown City comfortably in front. Barring an epic collapse of some sort, Blacktown City will take the 3 points. That'll help there. Position on the ladder, it'll lift them on the live ladder, lift them up to third on 18 points. If the results stay as they are, Sydney FC would stay in 12th position on 7. Free kick goes to Blacktown City. So Blacktown would climb to third on the ladder with a plus 11 differential, or goal difference. Western Sydney Wanderers on 21 points on top of the table. They have that game in hand. Kicks off in about half an hour's time with Manly at Cromer Park. The inimitable Eric Subiano will call that one for you for your nightcap, or your late evening fix. Manly United Football New South Wales Institute NPL women's match underway at present at Cromer Park. First leg of the big doubleheader, back to Manly Day at Cromer Park. Seeing a few old photos as well from the old days of Cromer Park. I'm sure they're thankful they've made the upgrades they have. Flag up for offside against Sydney. Some of those old photos looking rather ominous of the old days. Not sure if it was the Super League or the Premier League or what it was known as back then, depending on what year it was, but certainly the things and the times have changed over the last couple of decades. And a big celebration today at Cromer Park for those in the blue. That game, as I said, the men's match kicks off at 5, so about half an hour away, which is roughly what we've got left here at Landon Stadium. I can tell you this crowd, the crowd that was in the grandstand, is certainly thinned out. Dare say many, having seen the 5-0 scoreline, have decided to try and beat the traffic in an early exit from Landon this afternoon. Joey Gibbs, he hasn't clocked off. That's a beautiful ball over the top, but offside is Martin Fernandez. Not by a great deal, I'd say. The hand gestures indicated it was only marginal. Lachlan Middleton. Nkomo. And it's Jared Middleton. Williams on the right. They found no way through this Blacktown defence this afternoon, Sydney FC. They just cannot get a break at all today. Been given absolutely nothing by this relentless Blacktown City outfit. We didn't have a grand final last year, but 2 years ago we did, and Blacktown took the title over Manly just down the road at Parramatta. Flag goes up for offside. I'm sure Mark Crittenden would love to be back on that final day, whether it's at Parramatta or somewhere else. I'm not quite sure they've picked a venue for the NPL Grand Final yet. They're barely a third of the season down, so I'm sure that's the least of the concerns of the Football New South Wales officialdom. I'm sure there are plenty of suitable venues for Grand Final day. The boys in black would love to be back there once again. It was a big night at Parramatta a couple of years ago. Got the pleasure of being at that game, and it was an enjoyable night for everybody, even the neutrals like myself. And I'm sure wherever we host the grand final this year, back to a finals format after last year's first past the post system. Back to the finals. Top 6 this year. Top 2 get the week off and the second chance. 3 through to 6 playing in an elimination final format. Putting teeth back into place. Free kick to Blacktown, I can say that. Top 6 format this year, and I'm sure both these teams would like to be in the finals. Blacktown certainly making a strong case. Sydney FC, well, on today's effort alone, certainly plenty of work to be done for Jimmy Van Weeren's young side. Joey Gibbs, been instrumental in the front line today. Bernie. Major, trying to draw Nkomo forward. Oh, the one touch was beautiful. Great save. Still not claimed. The referee's going to say there was a foul. And a free kick going the way of Sydney FC. And another substitution for Sydney FC. Fourth official holding up the board, indicating for Blacktown City. Joey Gibbs checking out. Coming in, number 19, Julian Rodriguez, for the final 25 minutes. Ruben Awaratifi coming in as well. We're having a drinks break here, so in the meantime, Blacktown City 5, Sydney FC 0.
Going off for Sydney FC, number 9, Barty Callahan. He was replaced number 35, Gyros.
Short break here at Landon Stadium. So back into it, 5-0 midway through the second half. Mike Sheen with you this afternoon. It was finally the other change for Blacktown City, as you can see on the screen. Travis Major taking a seat, and Julian Rodriguez coming in number 19. And the change was Ruben Awaratifi in for Joey Gibbs. He's put in a mighty shift as we see number 6 go in, and that was Martin Fernandez with a brace, with his second of the afternoon.
Goal to Blacktown City, scored by number 17, his second of the afternoon as well. Martino, number 17, Marty Fernandez. Blacktown City now 6, Sydney FC 0.
Blacktown City 6, Sydney FC 0. Still over 20 minutes remaining here at Landon this afternoon. Quick check around the grounds. Not a lot of action in the other matches in terms of goals scored. We've certainly got the big one here at Landon. Sydney Olympic 2 leading Central Coast 0 with around 20 to go there. Inside the final quarter hour of the other two matches, Sydney United 1, Rockdale Illingdon 1, and Wollongong Wolves 1, Apia Leichhardt 0. The late match, Manly and Western Sydney Wanderers. We're due to start in about 20 minutes' time. It's Dylan Rose who's come on for Sydney FC. It's him in the number 6. He replaced Will Kennedy, the captain, a few moments before the break. And Como, Zavadinos, he's had a tough afternoon. Young Alex Zavadinos. 6 against him, and I'm sure it'll be a learning experience for the youngster. Free kick. Going the way of Sydney FC. Trying to take it quickly, but the referee, Danny Horsted, said no, take it back a few metres, thank you. And of course, a reminder, the official Football New South Wales competitions podcast kickoff. Teo Pellizzeri and Henley Warner keep you up to date with all the latest news. The April edition, I haven't seen that drop just yet. Haven't received my notification. Make sure you subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Whatever platform you use, make sure you hit the subscribe button to keep up to date with the latest information. Teo and Henley do a great job keeping us up to date with all the news from around the leagues of the NPL New South Wales, men's and women's alike. And certainly well worth a listen, the Kickoff podcasts. As I said, available wherever you get your podcasts. Make sure you check that one out, maybe on a morning commute. Give that one a listen and a subscribe. Football New South Wales providing plenty of content away from the pitch. Plenty of social media content. The famous Team of the Week will be out in the next 48 hours or so. So keep your eyes open on the social media channels. I dare say there'll be a couple of Blacktown City players in this week's Team of the Week. And just a suspicion I may not see anybody in Sydney FC colours make the lineup this week. Don't have any input over the men's Team of the Week. So be up to those who do the decision making, who gets into the team and who doesn't. Heavy challenge there from Jacob Menedium. One of the Sydney FC players has remained down and he's in trouble as well. He has not moved. Matthias McAllister is calling for assistance, and now the referee Danny Horsted has stopped play and the trainer has been called for on this broadcast side of Landon Stadium. Still just under 20 minutes to go here in this round 9 match. Next week, Blacktown City will have another assignment for them. I think Sydney FC at home on Friday night. I think I saw.
That's right. Moment in break in play, ladies and gentlemen.
So next Sunday, Blacktown City back here to take on Central Coast Mariners.
Round 10 action.
Kick-off at 3 p.m. next Sunday, while Sydney FC on Friday night back at Rockdale Illingdon Sports Centre taking on taking on Sutherland. Sharks make the short trip from Seymour Shore to the Illingdon.
Next week, Sunday at 3 p.m.
Derby of sorts for Sydney FC, being based out of the Illingdon this year. Busy venue, the Illingdon Sports Centre, with St George FC, Rockdale, Illingdon and Sydney FC all calling that Rockdale facility their home ground this year. I believe Barton Park, I believe that's what it's known as, the old St George Stadium for those old enough. I believe that's very close to completion. Possibly later in the year we might see St George move to that new facility. Certainly from the images I've seen on social media, looking very impressive. So certainly looks very nice. We'll have to get out there one day and have a look at the new facility when it's officially opened. Blacktown City supporters trying to make some noise. Even though their side are in front as we approach the final quarter hour. I dare say Mark Crittenden would be keener to see the 0 remain on the scoreboard than the 6. Would be the pleasing aspect for him. Malia, right hand side. Whips it into the back post, but only sky blue shirts there. Ruben Awaratifi was flashing through at the near post, but that one sailed over his head and Sydney were able to clear. Now it's Marin France trying to step his way around the defence. Gets the shot away, and a nice shot as well from Marin France, forcing a save out of Tristan Prendergast. Captain up to the task with a relatively easy save. Free kick won by Martin Fernandez with a brace. One of two players with a brace this afternoon. Joey Gibbs the other. Slippery ball there, one back in the end. Only stolen by Gyros. Now Malia down the right. Want to take the shot this time, trying to get on his left. On the right, Mitchell Malia. That is beautiful to see. They stand and applaud here at the Landon Stadium. That makes it 7 for Blacktown City, and that was a beautiful finish.
Blacktown City now 7, Sydney FC nil. Just remind ladies and gentlemen, Blacktown City will be here in the Australia Cup on Wednesday night up against St George City. Hope to see you along. 7:30 kickoff. The Australia Cup continues this week here at Landon Stadium, taking on St George City. Wednesday night, that is. Thank you.
Just hearing over the PA, a busy week for Blacktown City. Taking on St George City Wednesday night in round 4 of the Australia Cup. Mitchell Malia making it 5 goal scorers on the afternoon, 7 in total for the home team. They'll be hoping to continue that on Wednesday night against St George City. It won't be an easy task taking on St George City. They'll be a tough assignment for the home team. They certainly won't make it easy. There's one to put in your diaries for midweek if you're in the Blacktown area. Come along to the Landon Stadium on Wednesday night for that Australia Cup tie. Short turnaround for Sydney FC might be a blessing, might be a curse having the short turnaround, taking on Sutherland on Friday night. In one way, it'd be a good thing to see them have the short turnaround, not have long to dwell on this result. They'd be keen to get back on the park and show what they can do once again. Looks like Mark Crittenden might be going to the bench once again. He's got one more change in his pocket. I think he's about to use it right now. He will, with Taryn Burney coming off. And it'll be Zach Butler checking in for the final dozen minutes.
Substitution for Blacktown City going off.
Solid afternoon
12,
at the office.
Tyron Burney, replaced by another youngster, number 29, Zach Butler.
Butler gets about a dozen minutes plus stoppage time this afternoon. Certainly celebrate this one tonight. Blacktown City, not too hard with that midweek Australia Cup tie. Sydney FC NPL side are ineligible to enter the Australia Cup, but the senior team most certainly is. They'll be coming in, I think they're coming in around round 5 or round 6. Might even be further with the national, the A-League teams coming in. So they might have a few more months before they're possibly required for Australia Cup duties. Well defended by Blacktown City. Adam Berry's had a solid game, as they all have for the home team this afternoon. They can see the free kick there. They've got the free kick count at 13-9 in favour of Sydney FC. It's about the only thing they've won this afternoon. A lot of the stats going against them, including that most telling one of the scoreline. Nkomo.
Scores from around the grounds.
Lovely ball forward. Trying to pick out Ruben Awaratifi.
Comes in the 82nd minute. Sydney United 58 and Rockdale still tied at 1-1 approaching full time. And in Wollongong Wolves 1. Now trail up Leichhardt 2. That game has about 5 minutes left to play.
There's other scores around the grounds, as you heard in the background. Central Coast Mariners 0, Sydney Olympic 2. Sydney United 1, Rockdale Illingdon 1. That's in stoppage time, and with about 5 minutes left in Wollongong, Apia has come back from a goal down. Armsden and Rizzo with goals. It's now Wollongong Wolves 1, Apia Leichhardt 2, with about 5 minutes to go there. This one certainly, the result was on beyond doubt after probably about half an hour. Awaratifi trying to get in on the action. It's Trinkowski. Who originally was Sydney FC Academy player. Malia, lovely ball. Adam Berry. To the dangerous Mitchell Malia for a second half brace. Oh, yes. Mitchell Malia. 2 in the space of about 7 minutes. They haven't already lit the candles on the cake here.
Up his second of the afternoon.
Landon Stadium. They do now. Mitchell Malia. Another one to the tally and a beautiful finish there for Blacktown City. I guess the only question now is how far can they go in these final 8 minutes. The graphic there showing Martin Fernandez, but that was Mitchell Malia definitely getting the goal. Free kick going to, yeah, they've corrected that, Sydney FC. dirty afternoon for Sydney FC without knowing the records offhand. I dare say this would be one of their biggest defeats in NPL play. Key there for Blacktown, keeping it at 0. Good defence there. Chiming in was Nick O'Brien at the back. Trenkowski sweeps left. How much more damage can the home side do? Rodriguez down the left, puts it in. Waratifi was there. Just couldn't get on the end of it. Nice ball forward though, that was the right idea. Just not able to connect with the intended target. Now it's France. He's been good down the left, Mariners France, but he ends up sprawled out on the Landon Stadium turf. Just over 6 minutes plus stoppages to go. This one well and truly in the bank. Again, I dare say an 8-0 victory. Blacktown with a long history in Premier League football, whether it be NPL or the old days of the Premier League and the Super League and the like. I'd say 8-0 would be up amongst their biggest winning margins. It's a lovely touch on. The flag stays down. Fernandez whips it in. Waratifi astride late. Beautiful ball in from Martin Fernandez. He's had a massive day out. A brace of goals and delivery like that. He could work for a pizza company with delivery like that. Como settles on it. Inside the final 5 here at Landon Stadium for Sydney FC, they say thank goodness. Post-match review is not going to be pretty for those in the sky blue. The home team, no doubt, the video session, whether it's tomorrow or Tuesday or even tonight with the short turnaround midweek. Video review session will be far more enjoyable for the home fans and the home players. I'm sure Mark Crittenden can find a couple of areas where they could tighten up a little. Back four conceding 0 has been probably the highlight this afternoon. The goals scored have been good, but coaches are always happier when they don't concede. During the afternoon, I can tell you full time at Enza Park. It's finished Sydney United 1, Rockdale Illingdon 2. Late goal there. Mitchell Marlier down the right. Cuts back, wants to get on his left, laid it off, tried to anyway. And he was there to clean up. Sydney FC trying to fashion something late, but this wall of black has ensured the home team give away nothing at all. Clearance there. Nick O'Brien keeping that wall intact. Middleton boys coming on at half time. Again, Blacktown giving absolutely nothing away. Dylan Rose looking for France over his head. The aerial overhead kick was optimistic at best. Mitchell Malia using his size, strength and experience to just hold off the younger France, just toying with him like a parent teaching their child how to play the game, just keeping him at arm's reach. No, you don't. No, not now, not today. Heavy collision there. Two Blacktown City players colliding with each other. The referee's going to stop play. Hopefully nothing too serious, only a bit of pride damaged there. Trenkowski and Maniti, the two players coming together. Danny Horsted rolling the uncontested drop ball. It'll be Blacktown City possession. They'll immediately send it back to Sydney FC. Now the final 90 seconds of regulation. Sydney FC hoping they can find one late. And a free kick inside Blacktown territory. Scarcella tried hard this afternoon, Matthew Scarcella. Certainly the effort's been there from Sydney FC today. The effort has been admirable, but the execution has left plenty to be desired. Approaching added time here at Landon Stadium. I don't think we'll have too much. There's not been many stoppages throughout the day, so pleasing to see. Should only be a couple of minutes added on. Blake Sanchez Cruz rather has the board in hand. I'll indicate in a moment how much added time will be given, and he says 2 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth official has indicated there will be additional 2 minutes
time
added on.
So we're into the final
2 minutes. Don't forget this week,
2 minutes.
Blacktown City, big week coming up. Australia Cup action on Wednesday, 7:30. Host taking on St George City. Hope to see you along for that one, as well as next Sunday, round 10 action here in the NPL New South Wales men's, as we host Central Coast Mariners. Wednesday night, 7:30.
Full time, Sydney United 1, Rockdale Illington 2, Central Coast Mariners 0, Sydney Olympic 2, and Wollongong Wolves 1, Apia Leichhardt 2 at Wynn Stadium. That's our match of the round. Tony Tanous in Wollongong with Sam Yerman on the social media. The match about to kick off as a shot comes in from Sydney FC, not far away. The match about to kick off. Eric Subiano will call it. Manly and Western Sydney Wanderers in the men's. As I mentioned, back to Manly Day at Cromer Park. So the second leg of that one about to start in a few moments' time. Once we finish up here, you can head over and join Eric on the call on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. The sun making a rare appearance here at Landon this afternoon. Been a pleasant afternoon, but not a lot of sunlight poking through. It has been a cloudy day on the warmer side. It will certainly turn in the coming weeks. Of course, all the action live and on demand through the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. If you miss any of the games or you want to catch the highlights, make sure you head online, subscribe, and watch all the action in NPL men's and women's football for absolutely free. It's all live and on demand each and every weekend throughout the 2024 NPL New South Wales season. Danny Horsted says, thank you everybody. We are at full time. 4 in the first, 4 in the second. Big day out for Blacktown City. The final score, Mike Sheen signing off from Landon Stadium. Blacktown City 8, Sydney FC 0. Good afternoon.
Travis Major and Jack O'Brien also on the score sheet. On behalf of everyone here at Blacktown City, a big thank you for turning up today. A safe journey home. forward to seeing you again on Wednesday night as we host St George City in the Australia Cup. Let's get a big crowd along to Landon Stadium, and again next Sunday as we chase top spot in the competition, hosting Central Coast Mariners Academy. Thank you and good night.